Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Dungeon and Puzzles. I'm enjoying this game a lot, and so I'm taking the dangerous step of recording this episode back to back with the previous one. Let's hope I don't end up with a fried brain. Okay, this puzzle looks simple enough. Looks like I might need to drag a monster. So suppose I drag you to the left, drag you to the left, and then drag you down, and then I could shoot you, and shoot you. Haha! Okay. I think I saw what they were going for there, and immediately hit into the solution. So moving monsters into positions to then set up optimal kills that get you to the dungeon exit. Now I also have a step stool available to me. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I need to kill both these monsters. In order to kill the top guy, I need to get into that column. Which I could do by dragging the other monster there. So let's not worry about the exit just yet, and let's just do a little bit of this. And I'm going to need to pick up my arrow as well. So let's do that. Pick up the arrow. I don't need to pick up my arrow anymore. However, if I do this, yeah. I can't drag this to the left unless I'm already standing next to it. Could I have dragged the arrow? I'm just curious. I presume I could. Yes, I could drag the arrow. Does that help me? I don't think it does. Okay, so I needed to drag something into the exit row column, so we figured out the other bit. What could go in the exit row column and how? Yes. Well, I suppose I'm in this column now, so this gives me the opportunity to drag this to the left. Furthermore, I'm already in a spot where now I can shoot this guy. However, then I'm kind of stuck-ish, because the other guy's going to take forever to kill. But I could get out and solve the puzzle. Alright, but with way too many moves. So I don't think it's possible to drag the step stool all the way to the north, because I can't try to push it any farther north like this to try to shoot it to the right later. That's like not a thing. I guess at some point I could have moved you down. Would that have helped me? Something? Maybe. Let's think about that. If I'd move that guy down, then I could shoot an arrow into the step stool to the right at the end. So what if I do something along these lines then? What if I pull you here, shoot you, pull you here. If the step stool, imagine the step stool had been one higher, then I'd be able to shoot the step stool and go pick up my arrow and get to the exit, but then it still would have been way too many steps. All right. So maybe I don't need to... Maybe I'm not sure what I need to do. Suppose I pulled this over. Then I could shoot this guy, get my arrow, and then I'm kind of stuck. Also, I've already used too many moves. I can't do that many pulling moves. Let's think about it from this point of view. In order to kill two bad guys, I need a shoot, I need to retrieve an arrow, and I need a shoot. At the very least. So that's 3 moves just to kill the guys. I've only got a power of 11. Let's imagine that I do need to pick up both powers. To pick up both powers seems to require at least 3 moves. So that's 6 of my 11 moves already. And so I have only like 5 spares to work with to try to get into kind of final location. You know what didn't occur to me until just now? Can I pull the bow and arrow, and is that useful? How would I even get into a position where I could? I guess I could attempt to, and it looks like he's kind of attempting to with the wall there. Actually, here we go. I can't pull him because he's behaving like a wall behind me, of course. But here we go. Oops, hold on. Didn't want to do that. Crap. I think I might still be doing something clever here. Hold on. Am I doing anything clever here? I'm not sure that I'm doing anything clever here. No, I was trying to figure out if there's a way to pull the bow and arrow. And I don't see that happening. I don't have to pick up the gloves first. So maybe I want to do this first. I need to pick up the arrow again before I can shoot the other guy. And I can't drag the arrow because I just walk over to it and pick it up. And now I can't get to the other guy, so that's no good. So I do feel like I'm picking up gloves, then bow. I'm still not sure if I'm dragging the step stool. Let's drag the step stool because we might as well, since we're moving up anyway. Then let's pick up the bow. Yeah, and then can I use that to my advantage? How could I use that to my advantage? I want to shoot the step stool to the right at the end, and so I want to drag guys down or something. Okay, well we said in order to kill both guys, I could do this. Actually, yeah, this is almost right. If I drag you down, I could shoot you, but I'm not in the right spot, and moving the step stool didn't help. And without picking up my arrow again, I mean, I could drag my arrow down, walk up and pick it up, fire it to the right, and then be able to be in the column, but obviously that's way too many moves. I'm still going to drag the step stool up, but I still haven't figured out how it's going to help me. Is there another way to get the step stool to help me? Like, ideally, I'd like the step stool to help me get this monster. But it's not doing that right now. It seems like the step stool would have to be farther to the left to help me get the monster. Which would be... I mean, probably here, right? And so then... Well, no, I think I would prefer to walk here. But now I have to go extra places to pick up my arrow, and the arrow is always going to be in a bad spot to pick up. That's one of the purposes of dragging monsters. Okay, one of the purposes of dragging monsters is to get the arrow in a good spot. So going north, dragging this monster to the south so that when I shoot him, I can then immediately pick up the arrow and shoot the other guy is something that makes things more efficient. Okay. And that's what we learned in the previous puzzle, basically. Drag monsters around, put them in an optimal position. So what's an optimal position? I think one monster where the bow is and one monster to the left of where the bow is would be kind of ideal killing positions to finish this room off. So is it possible for me to do that? And not exactly. Like they're dead. If the step stool were to my... Where could the step stool be to help me out? Honestly, to my left. And then I could drag to the right. Right, which is why I wanted to get another monster here. But then with that monster here, it's kind of not efficient to get at the other guy. Oh, step stool, why do you exist? Why can't I figure this puzzle out? I think it's time for me to go off camera once again. Okay, the good news is this time it didn't take me but like 5 minutes or so to figure out what was going on. While I was fiddling around, I did manage to use the gloves to pull the bow at one point, so that was exciting. But what I realized is if I do this, kill this guy to the left, that allows me to drag the arrow here, which then allows me to move to the exit. And so now that I see it, it's obvious. But yeah, having the killing move with the final arrow give you a draggable arrow to help you get somewhere, I guess is kind of a summary of what I wasn't seeing there. Okay. 2 guys to kill. Exit doesn't look that bad. But how do I get into all of these columns and things? Okay. And once again, I could use my final arrow, kill something, something. So it looks like I could do fire an arrow up here. No. I'd have to be standing next to the arrow to drag it. If I just walk up to the arrow, I just walk on top of it and pick it up. So that's not what I want to do. So after picking this up, let's see. I could drag this guy north, then be able to kill this guy. I'm gonna need to retrieve my arrow again. Then somehow I have to drag this guy to the left. Or stand just to the right of him, be able to drag the arrow to the left after I kill him. And neither of those things seem possible now. However, I could have, or I said drag him to the left, I meant drag him to the right. I could drag him to the right twice at the beginning of the puzzle, though, I think. So what if I, oops, wrong button. What if I bring you here? However, then I can't get to the first guy, because I had to bring you north. Yeah, okay. Can I do both of those? Not really. can I kill you and drag the arrow? Only if I'm already standing next, which I can do. So I could stand next to you, kill you, and then drag the arrow. So that's what I think is going to be the end of the puzzle. And so now I just have to kill the other guy first. Okay. So to kill the other guy first, I need to, grab the bow and arrow, drag you to the north, which might invalidate the other part of what I was about to do. Shoot you, grab the arrow. Why does this little cubby exist, I wonder? I'm not sure. I'll just undo back out of that. And now the problem is I can't attack you from the right like I was doing before. Or can I? If I pull you here, then I still can't attack you from the right. If I pulled you there originally... Okay, hold on. Is there a way for me to get into that cubby? If I pull you north twice... I could kill both of you. And actually, I could do it from here. Just by killing you, that allows me to step here and kill you. Oh, and then I can drag this arrow back to the left. No, I can't drag this arrow back to the left. Because if I walk over to pick it up, it's just in my inventory. And now I have no draggable options. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to fire an arrow somewhere. Actually, I think I could. I think I could do this. Drag the arrow to here. This is klutzy, but I just want to show that it's possible. That's actually not good. No, no, it's not good. So from here... I could fire an arrow there, but then there's no way that I could get next to it to drag it. Yeah, okay, what I thought was possible is impossible anyway. Okay. So... maybe I want to drag the other guy out. That's something I haven't tried yet. So suppose I go over here and drag you out to... I mean, this is an obvious spot, because then I could finish you off with the killing shot. I've used most of my moves already. And also, you guys aren't quite in line, but I could do this. There's going to be too many moves, but it at least works. Alright, so there's a solution that takes 16 moves. I need one that takes just 13 moves. Is there a quicker way to drag that guy out? I don't think so. Could dragging this guy out to here be enough? I don't see how. And unfortunately, yeah, these guys aren't in line right now. Is there a way to... like, now they're in line, but now I'm not in that row or column. Oh, but I could solve that like this. Shoot him. Then walk over. Drag. Drag. Shoot him. I don't even need to pick up the arrow. There we go. And that solves it in 13 moves. Okay. I did a thing. It's hard for me to think about kind of a framework of how to think about this puzzles and the universe of different techniques that I have that I can apply. Because I barely have enough practice with the different things to kind of have a sense of the universe of techniques. But I do think the puzzles are kind of like staged pretty well to try to help me out with that. Let's see. I see the step stools. It seems like initial move almost has to be this, just to give me the opportunity to get the bow and arrow. However, then what? How am I ever going to get back to the slime is the question. Well, I guess I don't know. Actually, I mean, it's ugly. I could get back to the slime this way. But that's not super great. And it also does allow me to go and kill this guy. And so the room is solvable in way too many steps. It's nice just to get a room clear under our belts. So I presumably want to pull one of the step stools somewhere sometime. And do I want the slime in the middle of the room? I'm not sure where I want anybody. Like, I could put the slime here, for example. However, I can't pull any of these step stools around. Yeah, now I think I'm stuck with no legal moves. Well, no legal moves that make any progress. So suppose I don't move the slime at the start. Suppose instead I move a step stool. And then let's just do some moves. Well, now I'm stuck again. My only moves are this. So it seems like I would need to move the step stool all the way into the middle if I wanted to do that. So let's just try it. Not sure that this is a good idea, but we're trying stuff. And then, I mean, yeah, once again, we can solve the room, and it's actually better than our previous solve, only 15 moves. But still not great. 11 moves, huh? So, the more obvious thing is to do this to immediately get access to the bow. So suppose I do that, and don't kill the guy. Then it seems like to get to the slime, I would need to go here. To get to the other guy, I would need to do something like... Oh, this is good, actually. I could drag him up. This is kind of close. Yeah, dragging him up there, well, undo some moves there, was pretty good because it kind of like leaves him in line with the doorway. So there's a 14 move solution. Dragging him up is definitely a move that I didn't really take advantage of, and I could drag the bow out as well. But honestly, I feel like dragging him up is the most key of the key moves. Suppose I just drag him up twice, and then just kill the enemies in succession. There's a 12 move solution. I need to get down to 11. Did I even need to drag the slime? Hold on. I need to drag the slime in order to get into the row with the bow. And I can't drag the bow the way I can drag this guy, because I can run into this guy. Okay. So... I still haven't done anything useful with the step stools. And right now I'm just doing exactly the same thing I did before. This is close. If I could go down and right, I would be done. But I don't have a way to stop from going down. I definitely need the gloves. I will definitely need the bow, and this would get it to me the soonest. Suppose I go pick up the bow first. Then go start pulling this guy to the north. Then shoot this guy. Does this work? Then shoot this guy? It does. Okay. That actually was very simple by the time I got to the end of it. I'm glad that I kind of iterated and got like a shorter and a shorter and a shorter solution until we solved it. But I also kind of wish I would have seen the short solution near the beginning. But I'm happy to have gotten there. I don't think that table thing on the left is movable, but I've never tried to move it. It is movable. Okay, so giant tables are movable objects. Okay, I learned something important. Alright, the only way to kill guys is with the bow and arrow. With only 14 moves, and it's going to take like at least 5 moves to kill these 3 guys. 3 shots and 2 picking up of arrows. That's like blowing almost half our budget on just picking up stuff and doing the kills. A final kill seems like it needs to be moved to the left, maybe. Suppose I just did a very obvious thing, which is go over here, kill you. Then I think I want to drag something somewhere. How am I going to kill the guy above right now? I'm not sure. Let's just stand here and look at the puzzle. That'll help. Suppose I did... it doesn't really do what I want, I think. Yeah, these guys still aren't in the right spot. Okay. So, did I like this? I liked it enough to continue with it. Suppose... Oh, this is not bad. What if I drag this guy up? And drag this guy left. This almost works. I can shoot this guy. Shoot this guy. But now I want to drag to the left and go up, but I'm currently standing above him. So I wanted these guys to be left and right of each other, which I can do. But then I'm not standing in the correct... Okay, so I want guys left and right of each other. So maybe I don't want to kill the big guy yet, question mark? I'm curious about something. Okay, there are rocks down there. I just needed to understand the geometry of what I was looking at. So from here... Oh, there's spikes down here. Hold on. I didn't see those spikes. They might be useful for something. What would they be used for? Can you drag spikes? How would I find out if you can drag spikes? Let's just experiment really quick. This allows me to stand near the spikes. Can I drag the spikes to the north? I cannot. So spikes are part of the floor. They're not movable objects. So we learned something. It makes sense. But it's just always important to test in case you have the wrong guess about how things work. Let's imagine the puzzle begins like this. If I don't drag the guy south of me to the north, he's going to be stuck in a little corner and be obnoxious to get out. So I feel like I'm dragging him to the north. How far north? Actually, what if I do this? Shoot him this way. Shoot him this way. Here we go, here we go. And now the arrow's to my right, which means I can drag it. Yes, that's exactly what I needed to do. I got the guys in the horizontal row, and even though I started from above them, that was good enough to get the arrow. Okay, I understand. You know what? I actually want to, even though we solved it, I want to just replay that so that I can visualize in my head brain exactly this. I want to move one square to the left. This is the perfect setup to move one square to the left because I shoot, and then the arrow remains right there next to me so I can drag it one square to the left. Okay, I understand that. So, I think I feel good about moving on to another puzzle. Oh my goodness. What a tiny space. Clearly these are some first moves. Yeah, that was basically the only thing you could do. So I guess this is going to be the gloves plus sword section. Gloves and sword feel like they're easier than gloves and bow and arrow to me, honestly. So that's probably good. So I guess I need to drag the sword twice, then pick it up and kill. Yep, okay, understood. Maybe I just got over a hump of understanding how gloves work, or maybe there were just a couple of very easy puzzles to start off this section. Either way, I'm happy. So once again, it seems like I want to drag the sword to the south so that I can be in a position to kill each of these guys without even thinking about it. And then over here... I'm not sure how I finish this. Because obviously if I just killed this guy... Oh, there's a step stool! There's a step stool. How do I use the step stool? How do I use the step stool? No, seriously. Like, it feels like this has to be the start here. I don't think I could have used any of those things there. And just as a reminder, I can't use this and move to the right and drag the step stool with me. I have to be starting to the right of it to drag it. So something is wrong. So... I mean, if I pick this up first, like I'm just never getting back there. If I drag this farther to the south, it's not going to do anything for me. Okay, this room is trying to tutorialize something, and I'm not seeing the something. So let's figure it out. From this move, yeah, if I have 5 or 2, if I try to press up, it just automatically switches to 1 because there's nothing to drag, there's nothing to attack. So it assumes you want to move. From here, I can't attack to the right. I can't drag to the right. So all I can do is move to the right. This guy can't be dragged in any particular direction. So the only thing I could do is kill him. Can I drag these rocks? I cannot. Oh, duh. But I could drag the step stool from here. Oh my gosh, I'm dummy. Okay. Pretend you didn't see the last 2 minutes. Alright. Do the obvious thing. Walk south, and look, I'm next to a step stool. Easy game. Oh boy. I probably shouldn't do another puzzle after that, but I'm going to. I need to redeem myself, is what it is. Okay. Looks like I want to drag you out of that corner, because corners tend to be bad. I might be wrong about that. And then let's just do some playing around in the space for a moment. Suppose instead I'd killed you from this side. Then I could drag you here and get to the exit. But that took 13 moves and I need 12. So in this case, the purpose of dragging you out was to have a draggable thing later. Did I do everything optimally over here? Probably not, because I could have killed you and then you in this order. And then I think that saved me a move? No, it cost me a move. Now I'm up to 14. Okay. Do I want to drag you at the end, possibly? Suppose I did this. Oh, but now if I drag you, yeah, this is... Now I'm standing in the wrong spot. So that's definitely not good. So I like that. I could also potentially drag a step stool to the south. It's hard to drag a step stool to the south. And I can't drag a mouse to the south. Let me just make sure. If I do 5, yeah. While I'm standing on the step stool, I try to pull the mouse to the south, but there's a step stool in the way, and so it doesn't let me. All right. And so from here, if I kill you, this is what I did for my 13th solution, I think. Yeah. So I need to save 1 move on that. I feel very good about all those moves. And I feel very good about this move. Now is where the uncertainty kicks in. Could I drag either of these monsters usefully? I don't see a reason to do anything along those lines. Yeah, I don't think I see a reason to do anything along those lines. Is there a reason to ever do this? I don't think so. Is there a reason to ever do this? I also don't think so. And then this is just going back to the same solution that keeps not working. I had to pull you 1 to the left and 2 up before you were in a position to do something useful for me. I note, well, I can't end up south of the step stool. I'd only have to pull it 1 to the south to then have it be where I could pull it to where I'd be in the right row to get to the exit. But I can't end up there unless Actually, okay, let's try something we haven't tried before. Suppose I grab the sword first and just kill this guy. And kill this guy. And kill this guy. And then just pull the step stool. I can't pull the step stool from here, is the problem. I just walk up to it. Right. And if I wanted to pull anybody south enough, it would be like pulling this guy all the way down here so that I could attack him from the north or something, which is no good. Or, actually, if I put him here, this is at least interesting. It's not going to be a good enough solution. But just to note that I could kill him here, then I'd be in the correct column to be able to pull the step stool down and get to the exit there. So I'm just kind of playing around with that idea. Could I do a similar thing with you from the other side? Which is to say, kill you, and then pull you up. Well, again, once I pull you up this far, then I'm already in line with the exit, and so there's no reason to pull you up one more just so that I can walk to the right and pull the step stool down, because that's kind of needless at this point. Okay. So, can I come up with a solution to this one in the requisite number of moves? Is there any faster way to kill all these guys? No, it's pretty fast already. When you are pulling a dude, you also get to move. I want to take advantage of those moves. Ah, so I was thinking I wanted to pull this guy to the left again, but I can't because I'm against a wall. And I'm not sure all of a sudden why I was thinking that. What happens if I move him up now? Because he needs to be here eventually. Oops. Then I want to take off my gloves. Kill. 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 Oh, that did it. I just needed to move him up first. That was faster because I never needed to make any left-right moves at the top. And so that ended up saving me a move. Okay. Good enough. I should definitely call it an episode here. I feel like I'm making some progress, but I'm worried about how difficult the optimal solutions are on some of these puzzles. In any case, we crossed the 50 border, so we're through a third of the puzzle, so that's good progress in any regard. I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Dungeon and Puzzles. For now, bye-bye.